So, Jake, from your perspective, I think most everybody watching this remembers you mostly as a heel, but man, you had a babyface run. You were once tagging with Hogan and Demolition at Survivor Series, and you got to play a little bit of both. But you chirped up right there. You really preferred playing the heel. What didn't you like about being a babyface?
Well, as a babyface, you're expected to do certain things, certain moves, act a certain way, and make yourself available for people. But as a heel, you can go in any direction you want. You know, you can take a different perspective on everything and just go out there and take off. The people are going to hate you anyway, so go ahead and do it. But, you know, you talked about Survivor Series. Would you like to hear a good story on Survivor Series?
Love to.
All right. All right. So, you know, Survivor Series is such a big thing that WWF at the time. And, you know, I've done this change, and now I'm going to be partnered up with Demolition and Hogan. We're going to main event, bro. That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Vince comes to me, he goes, Jake, I got this vision. What's that? He goes, can you get a bigger snake? I'm like, Vince, some bitch I got's 120 pounds. I can't hardly carry anything else. See, people don't realize you carry that thing out to the ring, you're out of gas. Then at the end of the match, when you're really blown up, you got to carry it back and it's out of the bag. Man, sometimes I barely made it. I'm telling you, lots of times I barely made it.
I don't know how you did.
It was unbelievable, man. But anyway, he says, can you get a bigger snake? I'm like, I can't hardly carry that one. He goes, no. I want one so big that all four of you will carry it. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, well, I want y'all to go to the ring with this huge ass snake, Hogan at the head, you're next, then Demolition. He goes, that would be so great on camera. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Everybody's supposed to be afraid of the snake. And now these guys are going to be holding it too. That's kind of killing my gimmick, isn't it? Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Right. You know? Mm-hmm. So I started thinking about what the hell can I do? So I called my snake guy, Albert, who, by the way, is Charles Manson revisited. Right. This guy, I'll tell you, during this show, in the upcoming weeks, you're going to hear a lot about Albert. Scary son of a bitch, man. Anyway, I said, Albert, they're wanting all four of us to carry the snake. He goes, well, that's not good, Jake. Nobody touches a snake but you. I'm like, you're right, Albert. So how do we combat this? He goes, what do you think? I'm like, can you get one that's so big that they can't do it? Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I got the perfect snake.
Oh, my God.
So I go on to Cleveland. That's where it was at. And we're all, you know, before a show, they're sending guys, they're timing guys walking from the back to the ring so they can get that figured in, you know, on the show. So Vince says, Jake says, is Albert here? And I said, yeah, I seen him earlier. He goes, well, did he bring the snake? I'm like, yeah, I think he did, but I don't know where it's at. And he goes, well, find him and let's get this thing done. So I go find Albert. He's hanging out in the rafters. Why, I don't know. And I did not ask. But I brought him down. I said, where's the snake? And he goes, it's right there. I'm like, right where there? And he goes, in that crate. That crate. And the crate was like huge. And it was like this deep, like 4 feet deep. I'm like, are you kidding me? He goes, it's massive. Well, Vince wants us to time it going to the ring. He goes, all right, we need a crowbar. So we got a crowbar. Albert starts prying the top of it off. He gets about 3/4 of the way around, and all of a sudden that damn top, which was huge, plywood, 2x4 enforced, goes flying. And this friggin' snake comes out, and the head of it is this big around.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it comes up, and it just keeps going straight up in the air. Then it leans over. Albert runs over and leaps on it. Leaps on it. The snake picks him up and slaps him to the concrete.
Are you serious?
Albert's out. Yes. Oh, yeah. Albert is out. Vince is screaming, my God, what is that? We're all running. 26 feet,
Wow.
280 pounds. Vince is screaming, get it back in the crate. Albert's out, Vince. Nobody else is grabbing that son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
And it took like 4 or 5 of us, man, to get a hold of it. I mean, Albert weighed like 160 pounds. He's not a big guy, but that snake picked him up and slapped him to that concrete, man.
Wow.
He could have swallowed one of us. That's how big he was. Albert showed me a picture of a snake swallowing a horse, which I didn't think was possible.
Wow.
It is possible. But this snake was so massive. Now, the worst thing the snake did, and the part that I loved, was when snakes get scared, they shit everywhere. And it's not like turds. It's a mist and a spray,
Oh.
sort of like Kabuki did.
Oh God.
And if that
Snake
shit lands on you, you can't wash it off. It destroyed the back end of the friggin' arena. And Vince was so friggin' pissed, man. And I'm like, I didn't know it was that big, which I didn't. It's the truth, honest. Trust me. Didn't hurt my gimmick. By God.
But Hulk Hogan did not carry the snake to the ring.
No, sir, he didn't touch my snake.
I just find it hard to believe that Terry would ever have grabbed a big ass head of a snake.
He wouldn't have grabbed that son of a bitch.
No,
No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't grab the head of it.
Oh my God.
Because when he opened his mouth, man, it was like this. You know, and you're seeing like rows of teeth and these weird looking things in there. I ain't going in there. Way in hell.
That's a great
But
story.
sometimes you got to protect your gimmick, folks,
Yeah.
at any cost.
And it's more fun to be the heel, especially if you're the
Yes,
snake
sir.
man.
It's a great time being the heel, unless you're wrestling Hogan and the fans like you more than they do him.
You were the first real anti-hero.
Right.
Yes.
Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
was in the movies,
Yeah.
but you were in our game. you
Well,
know?
here's the thing about fans. Kids love the fact that mom and dad cringed when that damn snake came out. Mom's over there freaking out. Dad's going, son of a bitch, I'd shoot him, you know. And these kids are like, yeah, yeah, I wish I had a snake. I'd scare the piss out of mom and dad, you know. And I don't know how many times that happened, but you know, whenever